Welcome to the first episode in the 17 series. We have a load of work ahead of us today, and I'm very excited to get started. And if you're wondering why I am calling it the 17 series, make sure you stick around to the end of this video and after the transformation photos, and I'll explain exactly why I am naming this the 17 series. So, after seeing my Facebook post, Emily had reached out to me because she didn't know where to start. This home was her dad's, and after he passed away, everything was left just as it is. There is a lot to go through in a situation like this: what stays, what goes, and what needs donated. But this isn't just about cleaning a house. This is about helping Emily move forward and getting this house ready for its new chapter. So what you're going to notice a lot of in this video is I'm throwing a lot of things away, and we're going to donate a ton of stuff. We're going to get rid of much stuff as I can, and we're going to try to get this place cleaned up and make this a nice fresh start so Emily can move into this home. I also just want to take a second and thank each and every one of you for watching this video and all of you that have subscribed to my channel. You guys are the reason I can do what I do in helping these people. And just a quick note, as I'm going through this house, Emily and her sister had already gone through everything and got everything that they wanted out, so everything I'm touching they did not want. And just a quick side note, I will apologize for the audio in this video. My voiceover doesn't sound as good as it normally does because somebody thought it was an amazing idea to go ahead and leave their microphone adapter in their jeans, and the jeans got washed. So my microphone's kind of dead right now, and I'm going to have to order another one off of Amazon. So by this time next week, I will have a new microphone and hopefully sound a whole lot better for you guys. So the only thing I'm using right now is the mic on my phone, and I know it doesn't sound all that great, but I do appreciate you sticking around anyways. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy some of the natural sounds of cleaning, and I'll check back with you guys here in a little bit. And this is one of the moments I am extremely happy that I have that razor blade right there. I was able to get all that sticky stuff off, all that tape, and get this nice and clean again. That tool I'm using there, that razor blade, was actually sent to me by one of my subscribers through my Amazon wish list. And it's a big shout out to all of you that buy me something off that wish list that I have the things that I do. Actually, that scraper that I'm using there wasn't even on my list. I didn't know that even existed because it has the metal razor blade on one side and the plastic one on the opposite side. It's actually a really unique tool to have, and I really appreciate all of you that gave me the stuff that I have today. And I really do mean all the stuff. Even the Windex, the toilet bowl cleaner I've been using, all the cleaners you see I use in these videos has came from you guys. When I first started doing my free cleaning series, the only thing I was using was Pine Sol, and I believe I had some dish soap and maybe Windex. Everything else came from you guys, and it's a huge shout out to everyone that has done that. You guys have made my life so much easier with the things you have gave me, and definitely keep my costs down to zero. And I know I talked about cleaners a couple times on this channel. I really don't talk about what my favorite cleaner is, and I kind of want to cover that with you guys. No, and by no means is this a promotion. This is just me letting you know what my favorite cleaner is. And this cleaner is a multi-purpose cleaner, and it's going to work great, especially in any area. I've used it everywhere in my home, and I love using it for daily use. Especially if you're being health conscious, you worry about microplastics and everything like that. If you want to get away from oil-based products, here's what it is. Yep, that's it right there on screen. I am not going to try to pronounce that because I'm not very good at pronouncing that kind of stuff. I'll just go ahead and leave that there. It's a really good product. It smells great, and it really does help out the environment. Actually, if you get the opportunity after this video, go ahead and YouTube that company. They're really good, and they really do help out the environment. I'll go ahead and link that product in this video just in case you guys would like to try that product out. I love the smell. It's absolutely amazing, and it's a lot safer than a lot of the things that we use today. Now, you won't see me use that in these videos. A lot of times I need something that is oil-based, that's a lot stronger to get these surfaces as clean as I do. But for your at-home use, it'll work perfectly fine. I almost sound like I'm trying to sell you something here. I promise this ain't a promotion. It really is an interesting company to look into. Phenomenal what they're doing there. So check them out. Definitely cool. And before we continue on in this video, I just want to stop really quickly and let you guys know that this channel is part of the Helping Hands Alliance. Came together with Cami Hill from American Wife, Joyce from Joyce's Home and Heart in Texas. I'm going to leave the link to both of those channels in my description, so if you guys would, please stop in and check out their channels as well. Thanks, guys. Yeah, definitely make sure you guys check out those other channels. The Helping Hands Alliance is creators getting together to help out other people. And we are always looking to add more people to the Alliance. So if you run a YouTube channel and you'd like to join and you help out other people for free, feel free to email me at aguyinhisjunk@yahoo.com. And we finally get down to the nitty-gritty here, and we get the toilet. And here soon, we're going to be starting on that shower. I'm very excited to get these areas clean. And one thing's for sure, I'm definitely glad I have that Lysol toilet bowl cleaner. I know the one with the bleach is pretty good. The Clorox one works great. But unfortunately, it turns the stains white. And I can't get it as clean as I'd like to, because if I can't see it, then I can't clean it. So generally, the Clorox one I won't use too much unless there's a stains I can't get rid of and I need to turn it white. Otherwise, I'll try to stick with the Lysol. And once we are done with the toilet and we get into the shower, I actually end up trying a couple different products I'm sure some of you guys will be extremely happy with. I do use some of the Zep green stuff there. That's an all-purpose cleaner. I use that on the walls. That did a great job. But once I get down into the tub itself, I had changed it up a couple different times. I tried using the Barkeeper's Friend. I know some of you love that product. That didn't work all that well getting that 100% clean. So eventually I do use some toilet bowl cleaner in that tub, and I can tell you that worked great. And right about here, I was getting kind of disappointed and worried about the tub not draining the way it was supposed to. I was concerned that I wasn't going to get that as clean as I was able to because I knew that bottom was pretty bad. And if it's not draining the way it's supposed to, I wouldn't be able to use some of the cleaners I did. So thankfully, coming up here, I end up actually figuring out how to unclog that. I start with my bucket there because I wasn't going to overfill the tub and get water stuck in there. So I was going to use my bucket there for a second. And here in a moment, I realized that it's just clogged with a whole bunch of hair. So I ended up grabbing my screwdriver and I was able to get all that hair off and out of there. And we were able to get that to drain like it's supposed to. And I can tell you, after I was able to get that drain to work great, I was so excited and relieved that I could use all the cleaners I wanted to. And eventually, I could use the toilet bowl cleaner and get that bottom of that tub nice and clean. And now that the toilet bowl cleaner has been sitting for about 30 minutes or so, I went ahead, take my scratch pad, going around, and I'm getting that really clean again. I was very surprised how much I got out of that. Some of that was in there very hard and has been there for quite some time. I was very pleased how well that toilet bowl cleaner worked, and that's thanks to you guys and your suggestions in the comments. I do read those, and I really do appreciate all the tips you guys leave me throughout all these videos. Hey, just a quick shout out to everybody again who got me a gift card off my Amazon wish list. Those things have been really awesome. Thanks to being back to free cleanings again, I'm going to start using these to fill up my car again. So still, you guys are keeping my cost at zero. So thank you to everyone who's got me those gift cards. I can finally start using them again. And look who it is. We have a special guest this week. Mrs. Guy came out and joined me and helped me get this house cleaned up for a little while. It was really awesome to have her help, especially with some of the documentation we had to go through. It was awesome to have the extra hand, and it made this cleanup so much faster. Thank you, honey, for coming out. I really do appreciate your help. And that is definitely something that made this cleanup just a little bit harder, was all the documentation that was everywhere, all the paperwork and everything that we had to go through. I didn't want to just throw everything in the garbage can and throw everything away, because there could have been something important in there. Maybe tax information, maybe a title to a vehicle. I wasn't sure. So we went through everything just to be safe and make sure the family would get anything they would need. Oh, and also do note that everything is going into trash bags. That does not mean everything went to the trash can. It was just easier to throw a lot of things in trash bags, and anything that was going to donation just ended up going into my truck, and that's how I ended up donating it. As you guys could see, that was a ton of paperwork to go through. So again, shout out to my wife, Mrs. Guy, for coming out and helping me. That was so awesome. I'm so glad I could have your help there. You sped up the process so much and made this go by so much faster. Like I said before, there is no need to fear. The family has already gone through this home and have got the personal items that they wanted. Now, you're going to notice me putting stuff on the bed there. Some of that stuff was for the family to go through because some of that looked kind of important and some more stuff they might want to keep. And I wanted to verify either they wanted it or didn't want it before it all got donated. I also wanted to take a quick minute and give a shout out to Emily. You've been awesome to work with. And I can't thank you enough for the snacks and the energy drinks you left me. That was definitely an awesome surprise. Now, my first day out there, I ended up doing a tour of the property first around the house before I did this cleaning day or started cleaning out here. That way I could get a better idea of what they wanted to get rid of and definitely meet them in person. That's when she let me know that basically everything in the house they didn't want to keep and they already had the stuff they wanted. She also informed me while we were in the garage that if there was anything in the home that we would like, we go ahead and keep it. Anything we wanted, they didn't care. It's totally fine. If they didn't want it anyway, just feel free to keep it. You guys can have whatever you want in the house. And at that point, we were actually in the garage, and I pointed to the truck and I said, "That?" She laughed, I laughed, and I thought that was pretty funny. But she said I could have whatever I found if there was anything we wanted. I did end up keeping a couple of things. There was a t-shirt, I'll probably show you guys here at the end of the video, and koozies. I have this thing for koozies. I don't know what it is, but any koozie I found, I did end up keeping the koozies. And then I think my wife also kept some of the craft supplies. There was some ribbon and like this plastic container with some craft stuff, and she kept that. But anything that was worth a value, we kept for the family. If they can sell it and get money out of it, I'd rather see them do that than us take it or donate it. So that's what we did. As you can see, there was definitely a ton of clothes in there. And as I've said, even though those are going in trash bags, that stuff is not going to the trash. Everything you see here is going to end up getting donated. All the clothing and a bunch of other things the family didn't want is all going to donations. So don't worry, we're not wasting anything here. Besides that one t-shirt that I kept, everything else went to donations. Now, I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this video without me talking, because I know you guys do enjoy the natural sounds of cleaning. So enjoy the transformation photos, and I'll see you guys here at the end of this video. definitely needs to be replaced. And as I was cleaning the bedroom here, look what I found. A nice new liner. Since I got it, just go ahead and throw it in real quick. Out with the old, in with the new. That looks so much better. And that concludes the end of episode 1 in the 17 series. Very excited to get to episode 2, because we definitely have a lot more work ahead of us on this. It's been phenomenal being part of this journey and to help somebody start a new chapter in their life. Definitely awesome. Also, I did say I was going to tell you guys a little bit about the 17 and why we're calling it the 17 series. I'm not going to go into way too many details on that, just because it's kind of private, I guess. Her father used to started calling things 17, and that's the reason why I decided to go ahead and name this channel, or the series, 17. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have him name one more thing 17, and I thought just that'd be a great name for the series. So that's the reason behind 17, and like I said, I don't want to share too much information on that. It is kind of, it's private, so if they want me to share that and they see this, they say share it, maybe I'll share it with you guys in the next week's video, but for now, I'm going to keep as much information as private as I can. Definitely interesting. This is the first time I'm cleaning out a home of somebody who passed away. So for me, it very nervousing, or made me very nervous at just throwing stuff away and making sure I'm not getting rid of anything the family might want or need. So I was in contact with her quite a bit and reaching out to Emily, just double checking, did you guys really go through everything? Did you want this? Did you need this? Are you sure you don't want any clothes? Am I good to donate this? Am I good to donate that? And she came back quite often and very easy to work with, thankfully. It just made me nervous. You know, I'd hate to throw away something that somebody wanted. So, anyways, that was that. I'm very excited to get to episode 2. I'm not sure what we're going to clean next. I know I'd love to get into the kitchen and get that cleaned up and organized, and the living room. But we'll see what happens next week and where we're going to go from there. Anyways, I did say I'll show you the shirt that I took. Here's the shirt. Kind of liked it. Thought it was kind of cool. So the shirt I got, and I did take a couple of koozies. I wasn't really going to want to take anything, but she said about 4 or 5 times, if you want anything, feel free to take it. She said that 4 or 5 times. So I figured maybe I ought to take a few things, and I think it makes people feel better if you take a couple things for yourself, because then they feel like you got something out of all the work that you do. So taking a shirt and a couple of things, cool shirt, and I love koozies, so yeah. Alright, before I forget, let's jump into the shoutouts really quick. I got some shoutouts to do, and we'll talk about channel growth and all that good jazz. Alright, finally, we can talk about the channel's growth. I haven't done this in quite some time, as some of you may know. Last time I did this was in the Adam and Eve series. And there's a reason I haven't done this since then, is because we didn't have growth since then. There for a while, we hit up to 6375 subscribers, and there for a while we started dropping, and we continued to drop until I did that collaboration video from last Saturday. And thankfully with that video, we actually were able to grow. So now we have some growth this week, and I'm very excited to share those numbers with you guys. Last time, let's see, this week we have 6,557 subscribers. Last time I did this, we had 6,375, which is a total growth of 182 new subscribers. So thank you to everybody who hit subscribe button on this channel. It really does support all this work I do. Coffee time! That's right, we have a coffee this week. This one right here goes out to Ren. Thank you, Ren, for the coffee. And sorry I didn't get your shout out last week. I didn't want to do that in a 3-hour video. That was a little lengthy already, so I wanted to save it for this week. So huge shout out to Lynn for buying me the coffee. I really do appreciate it. And I'll go ahead and leave my QR code here if any of you would like to buy me a coffee as well. Members Corner. Yep, it's Members Corner time, and I want to give a quick shout out to all the members of the channel. I really do appreciate each and every one of you being here. And if you guys would like to join the Members Corner, just note that even my base tier at 99 cents or $1.49 if you're on iPhone, I believe, members can correct me if I'm wrong, even the base tier members get extra videos every month. Appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you guys here soon. Alright, there's the shout out portion.
Like I said, I don't know why. I have a really big thing for koozies. This thing is full of koozies too. They're all in there sideways, all stuffed in there. Yeah, I don't know what's with me and koozies. I just love them. Anyways, I think that's all I got. What's my cat doing over there? What are you going after? Huh? Is there a bird outside? Or was it a squirrel? You are definitely a strange kitty, huh? What you barking at? That's about all I have for you guys this week. A couple things I need to. Oh yeah, before I forget, Instagram is up and going. If you guys would like to check that out, I do have an Instagram now. My wife is running that Instagram, so she's taking pictures of me doing random stuff around the house. You guys can kind of see what I do when I'm not cleaning. So yeah, she's running that and she's posting stuff on there. So we got that rock and roll. If you guys would like to check that out. Any other updates I'm thinking of? Oh, I did talk about a while ago. I haven't updated this in a minute, but a long time ago, or months ago, probably last year, I was talking about doing a merch store. I am nowhere near close to that. We're not going to worry about that for quite some time. I know I got guidance junk stuff, but we're not going to do anything about a store for quite some time. When I decide to finally do that, I will let you guys know when I do that. But otherwise, that's going to cost me monthly money to have that store up and going. And as of right now, I just don't think it would pay for itself. So for right now, there will be no more store. And if and when that time comes, I will let you guys know for sure. So anybody else notice the shirt change between the shoutouts and the ending here? I actually did the shout out about 5:30 this morning when I started doing the ending here and doing all my edits and stuff. Voiceover and all that jazz. So that's why the shirt changed there. I think that's all I got for you guys. Can't think of anything else. Anyways, don't forget to check out the Alliance and check out the other channels there, American Wife and Joyce's Home and Heart in Texas. I do apologize for the audio this week. Hopefully it didn't bother you guys too much, and I will have a microphone by next video. I really can't believe I watched that. I gotta take things out of my pocket. Anyways, if you guys would, please hype the video and hit the like button on the way out. And maybe hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thanks, guys.